Hello and welcome to Heroes of Terador. I'm Kelly, the Dungeon Master, and with me tonight we have, let's start with Kirpan, who is, or sorry, I should go the other way. Frank as Kirpan, and we have Connor as Orbo.
Hello.
We have, let's see, who's next? Gronson. Andy as Gronson,
Hello.
and we have Jill as Edhara.
Howdy, y'all.
And with that, does anyone want to do? I need to make like a list of who goes when on.
Have a round robin.
Yeah, have like a round robin of like previously on. Um, so I guess previously I can kind of do the quick rundown, the down and dirty. Everyone finally finished the book quest, and everyone was happy. Let's see, what else did people do?
That lady's husband died.
Oh yeah, the
Yeah,
lady's
that was
husband died.
unfortunate, huh?
Yeah, they tried to bring him back dead or alive, but it was dead. Oh, that's
It was
right.
in the trash.
We had yeah, more things went in the trash. Kirkman decided to try and kick down the lady's door after killing her husband, so that was always good. You guys talked with, I believe, Annie, the guy from Salt Watch, who
Yes.
was traveling to the tavern, and you thoroughly spooked him. You returned the book to Kanth, and Mara left with him. And I think that was pretty much where we ended things. I know everyone was kind of getting ready to go shopping and kind of continue talking with people. It's like late evening, not nighttime, but it's definitely the sun is starting to set, and yeah, we'll kind of start from there. Either we can do a quick initiative roll, so we can kind of, or we can just kind of shoot from the hip. If do you guys have a preference?
Initiative's fine.
All right, let's do that
Yeah,
then.
sure.
Where is my initiative tracker? Come here, initiative tracker. Yeah, where is my initiative?
Aren't you going to mention our lovely sponsor?
Who's our lovely sponsor?
It's Wizard Yin Sit on Twitch.
Oh
He's
gosh.
not.
Watch him eat pizza or something.
It's ASMR.
It's ASMR. And I
the
clicked
worst, the
initiative.
worst kind of ASMR.
You'd
It
love
kind
to
of
see that
breaks me
roll
down.
for Edhara, though. Look at that beautiful, beautiful one.
I'm going to click it again. Okay, I like that one. Lucky number 13, baby Orbo lives.
Kirpan got
So it
it.
didn't like mine.
18.
Okay.
Alright, cool. There we go. Looking good. So we'll start off with Kirpan starting our adventure for today. Where are you? You are up at the top. Okay. So you're heading towards the what was it?
I'm
the
hoping
little
this is the
magical
magic
store, right?
shop.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, I go into the magical shop if the door's open.
All right, yeah. So the first floor is just like a person's personal quarters, but there's a sign in there that says shop upstairs. And so as you kind of go around the corner, you end up in a small little magical shop. There's a sign in the front that says Garala's Odds and Ends. Let's see if I did this correctly. Show to players. Not visible. Have to show to everyone. There we go. Cool. As you walk up the stairs and kind of see the room, there is kind of a middle-aged young lady kind of looking around at the wares and the potions and booklets in the building, and behind a like a desk is Garala herself. She seems to be kind of very focused on kind of putting some kind of like magical knickknacks together. She's got like a little magnifying glass, and she's tinkering around with something. She looks up, kind of nods at you, and then looks back down, and doesn't really say much else.
It's kind of rude.
Ooh.
Well, I look at Garala and I say, I'm not here for something on the menu. I'm looking for services.
She looks up and says, "Services?
Yeah.
You must mean the tavern down there? Or you mean the other kinds of services? That's 2 doors down."
I don't know what you think I mean, but look at my purple body.
She looks
I'm
at
in-
you and says, "Oh yeah, you do have a bluish purple tint on you. What did you
Yeah.
get yourself into?"
I think I'm part crystal.
Part crystal?
Yeah.
She
not-
she kind of beckons you and kind of tries to get you to come closer to you.
And I'll get closer.
All right, she grabs your arm and she looks at it and kind of pokes at your scales and checks you out a bit and goes, "Yeah, I've never seen this before, but I'm sure I could maybe give you a potion or two. I'm very proficient at the healing arts myself, so perhaps I could try and brew something. Could I get some of your blood?"
Sure.
Sure.
I don't really want it to go away. I want to harness it.
So you want to keep this power?
Yeah.
Well, I don't really know how to figure these kinds of things out, but I'm sure I could find. I know a couple of people. Perhaps I could ask around and see if they've heard of whatever ailment you have. So how did you get this?
A crown.
A crown.
Yeah, a cursed crown.
A cursed crown. I see. Did the crown do anything special? Did it look any special way?
I think it just looked like a crown. I don't remember.
She's like, well, that's not gonna help me too much. I don't know very many crowns
Might have had
that
a purple crystal on it or something.
purple crystal. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. That might be important. All right. Well, I'll ask around, and perhaps it's kind of getting late. Perhaps you can ask me if you're around here in the morning when I open up shop again. You can see if I found anything from my friends.
All right, thanks.
Sure. Do you want any potions or other mystical items while you're here?
Nope.
All right then. Have a good one.
You too.
Bye.
All right. That leads us to Orbo, who is where is Orbo? Orbo is hanging out down here at the newly widower's house.
A surprise widow.
Yeah,
Wait,
surprise.
she's just a widow. Right?
Yeah, she's just a widow.
Anyway, well, Orbo was just gonna sleep in his I can still see stuff state until she shows up. Because
So
they
you're-
wouldn't let Orbo carve, "We killed your husband and we will find you," into the door.
Yeah, this is probably the better alternative.
So,
Okay. So you're just gonna kind of wait there.
pass.
Okay. We'll swap to. Why is there 2 Gronsons? I'm gonna skip this Gronson and give the other Gronson his turn. All right, Gronson, it is your turn.
Okay. I've multiplied myself.
Yeah.
No. So I walk into the inn, into the tavern, and seems bustling. What do I see?
Yeah. So as you walk into the tavern, you see, the typical tavern musings. There's a barmaid. There's a bard in the corner that's kind of playing a lute. There's 2 right in front of you. There are 2 Slan, guardsmen from the Cimarron Guard, and they are kind of not quarreling with each other, but they both seem to be kind of back and forth playfully with. They're complaining about a mission that they have recently had to do. At the at the bar side, I guess, as you see a highly inebriated man in the corner. That is, he seems to be calm right now, but every moment or so, he kind of gets a little bit riled up and tries to get more to drink from the barmaid. You also see the man that you were speaking to outside. He has just made his way to the bar to kind of get something to eat, it looks like. To your side is an older fellow that he seems to be like very posh and wealthy looking. He's seems to be by himself, and he's writing down a lot, kind of feverishly in scrolls on the table. He has some food and drink to the side of him.
Well, I'll first go ahead and go and see the barkeep.
All right. So she's kind of cleaning up one of the mugs from the man in the corner, and she looks up at you and says, "Welcome. What do you have? Do you want something to eat and drink, or are you looking for a place to stay the night?"
I'd actually take both. Eat
Both?
and drink and stay the night.
She points over to the wall, and on the wall there's like a kind of a big board that's been written on. Let's share this. Boom. There you go. She looks at it and says, "Rates are on the table over there. Just let me know what you need."
Great, thank you. I'll start with a famous Meadowlock ale.
She looks back at you and says, "Good choice. You know, we make it right in the back here." And kind of motions behind her. She goes and fills up a tankard for you, and as she's bringing it back, the man in the corner looks at you and says, "Hey, how about one on me as well?" She looks at him and says, "That depends on if you plan on paying your tab tonight." And he kind of grumbles to himself. The man to your side kind of looks at you and says, "So I never got to ask, where are you from?"
Where am I from? Well, I'm from the mountains. I come from the Gory's homeland.
Oh, not too far from here then.
Not
Up
too far.
northeast. I've heard
Yeah.
I've heard it's been a bit of a pain to get over there recently. Those
Recently, yeah.
those two knights over there have been bickering back and forth about it recently.
Correct.
Well, as I walked in, at least.
Interesting. I might have to take a look. But yeah, when I came, it was quite a long time ago. I've been traveling for quite a while, so I wouldn't know the current situation of the path to the mountains.
Oh, that's fair enough. It seems to be mostly for traders and, people that are buying and selling goods. Wouldn't expect a traveler like you to be walking back and forth through there often.
Not too much, no.
Well, what has you in Cimarron?
We just finished a quest that required a group, so I was with a party. Finished up the adventuring quest and turned it in, and we're probably looking for more work.
More work, huh? Well, if I were you, I'd take a look at those knights over there. They seem to be all up in a tizzy about something.
Sounds good.
Tizzy up in this hizzy.
Yeah, all up in a tizzy. All right, let's jump to Edhara, which I'm assuming you kind of have also kind of come in with Gronson.
Yeah,
I don't know if you want to
probably
break off or
just a
kind of-
little slightly after Gronson, probably. Edhara's like a little bit in his own mind at this point, just like thinking about things, about life. Yeah.
What was that?
Sorry, my thing zoomed in. I think
okay.
Edhara goes in, sees Gronson kind of at the bar there, and notices the menu, and offers goes up to Gronson and offers to buy Gronson a meal as well as ordering one for himself.
Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate.
All right. Well, cool. As you guys are eating in the corner, I guess we will jump back to unless you would like to kind of converse with anyone, we can jump to Kirpan.
I don't think so. I think Edhara's just kind of just vibe with the situation, not necessarily go looking to talk to anybody, but just kind of see what's going on here, get a lay of the land.
Okay. All right, we'll jump to Kirpan really quickly then.
All right, I'm gonna go down here with my old pal Orbo.
All right.
Say, hey,
Hey,
is there anybody in this house?
no, I don't think. We knocked on the door and no one answered. No one has come in, and no one's come out.
All right, I scan the area for any peepers.
Any
Looking at me.
peepers?
Yeah, anybody looking at me.
I see.
I know Orbo does.
There are no peepers.
Thank God.
Yeah. I don't know what to say with that.
Yeah,
you do see
anybody looking at me like are there windows in the
They're
tavern?
witnesses.
Oh no, there's no one like watching at you. There are two ladies gossiping at the well, but they've been talking there for like 5-10 minutes since you've been here essentially.
All right, I'm gonna attempt to pick the lock on the door if it's locked. I don't remember trying to open it.
It is locked.
All right.
I'll just bend the door.
I'll do this with my hands.
See the
What
nose?
do you do for that?
It should be Dex, right?
It's
Is it like sleight of hand? Is it one of the skills?
Sleight of hand would be
your-
like stealing something or like
or thieves' tools.
Yeah.
You have thieves' tools.
I can clip.
I think you can click on
Thieves'
thieves'
tools.
tools.
I don't know if that does anything.
It should.
Well, I guess it did something.
There we go.
Ugh.
All right. You are as you kind of pick at the lock. You come up dry. You're not able to actually crack it open or anything like that. You do notice though in the distance, the same lady that was in the shop is heading towards towards your general direction.
Ooh.
Let's see.
My investment paid off.
I sit on the ground next to Orbo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Squatting buddies.
All right.
We're
Well-
like two Russian youths.
Yeah.
Just waiting outdoor. She
Squatting.
hasn't really noticed you, and she doesn't, immediately expect any kind of like foul play or anything like that.
Why would she? We're just
Right.
resting.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
You see her identical twin over there?
Oh yeah. Look, they're commoners, okay? They don't have fancy pictures.
Bring me the peasants.
Yeah. All right. Well then, I will let you guys both wait there. As you guys are waiting, she kind of makes her way to the door that you guys are in front of. She seems a little bit hesitant and looks at both of you and says, "Can I help you? Do I know you?"
You're gonna. We've come to tell you your husband is dead.
What?
She immediately steps back and says, Excuse me, what?
Why don't we come in and sit down?
I'm not sure I want you in my house. I
Your
don't know
husband
you.
is dead, and he wanted us to tell you that he died.
Yeah, we've got a story.
I'm wearing his clothes.
She
No.
uh
I don't like this.
she's in obvious shock and very very disturbed. She says, "What did you do to him?" As she kind of steps back towards the tavern.
He turned into a magical crystal man, and he had zombies. He was not in a good place. Also, he took his own head off. That may have done something. He did take his own
He
head off,
took
right?
his own head
do that. Yeah, wasn't it sitting in the magical ring, and he didn't have a face?
Yeah, I think he sacrificed himself or something.
Yeah, he was caught up in some bad voodoo. I kind of want to ask you about that too.
She seems a bit disturbed and looks at you and says, "Well, do you mind telling me where you killed him? Where he died?"
Oh, we didn't kill him. He was already dead.
If-
I want to make
I
that
see.
crystal clear.
Okay. Just well, yeah. Where did can you tell me where you found him? And do you know what happened to him?
It was like B-22 or something. We checked them out.
It was in the hills, just outside of town, in a little underground.
She shakes her head at that and says, "Searching for things that are impossible to find."
A sapping tree.
She looks she looks at you and says, "You know that's a fairy tale, right?
Yeah, we found a note.
Don't go looking
Unless
for
he's a
that.
giant frog.
Don't go looking for that. It's well, as you can see, it can get you killed.
Yeah.
You'll wander forever."
Well, he ain't wandering anymore.
Well, if you
His-
would excuse me, I need to tend to my daughter. And she goes
Well, we're
to open
supposed
the
to
door.
tell her he's dead too.
That's okay. I'll let her know.
This was your husband's dying wish, man.
I see. Well, I guess it all makes sense now. I know why he left, at least. You see, our daughter is extremely sick. She's been sick for, well, quite a few years, and well, it's not looking good anymore. He was supposed to be going out looking for Silkroot, but seems he got tangled into something even worse. But no matter, I was able to scrounge enough money up to get the next set of medicine for him, for her. So
Is this a disease you speak of?
you don't know what Silkroot is?
I don't know many things. I live in the woods.
You're a druid.
Yeah. Well, Silkroot only heals one thing, and that's Tamsilrot. See, it's something that, well, we don't know what causes it. People seem to just be born with it, but it seems to slowly eat you from the inside out. And well, people don't typically live very long with Tamsilrot, so you see, that's why he was supposed to be getting medicine for her.
Well, ma'am, I'm a friend of the trees, and the trees have taught me their healing ways. So perhaps I could use my magical hands to cure her disease.
You're welcome to try, but I can't say that it hasn't been done before. You know, we are in a city of mages, of course.
Mage ain't no druid I ever heard of.
Well, you're welcome to help, I guess.
Woo.
If my husband was if my husband thought you were a trustworthy person to speak of his untimely end, then I'm sure you must be positive or good company.
I'm great company.
She says, "Here, come on in," and kind of takes you in.
Woo-hoo.
And I'll leave that at that for a minute, and we'll move to Gronson and Edhara. All right, so Gronson, what would you like to do here?
Well, I just got a nice meal, so I'm eating that and finishing up my ale. But once I finish that, I decide to go and check with the soldiers and see what is their story.
All right, 1 second. I need to grab their character sheets. I should have done that before, but I didn't because I'm lazy. All right, the other one is Talon Morris. Load. Roll 20, please. Do it. Do it for me.
Don't do
All
it,
right.
roll 20.
And then one more I need to open. I hear Pokemon sounds. Birds,
Oh,
I
it's my
think.
thing.
Oh,
All right, so the two men are not necessarily bickering, but trying to figure out a predicament that they're in. As you kind of come across, come closer to them, it becomes obvious that one of them seems to be more so in charge. The green one to the left, he's not barking out orders, but he's complaining to the other one. He's as they complain, he says, "Well, honestly, I've never seen anything like this. You see, the gory, everything that they make is beautifully crafted. There's just no way that it would just suddenly collapse. I mean, have you ever seen any gory architecture that just suddenly magically collapsed?" The other one's kind of shaking his head. They do notice you come across and say, and the one that is complaining looks at you and says, "Hey, you're a gory. Here, you can back me up, right? Everything you guys make, it's always perfectly crafted. It's like you can't do anything wrong."
We are the engineers and the artisans of this world. We are world renowned.
He looks at the other one and says, "See, exactly. It makes no sense that that cave just fell apart on its own. Something else had to have done it." The other one says, "This sounds a little bit superstitious to me. I mean, it's a mountain after all. Things cave in all the time, right?" He's looking at you, Gronson.
Well, cave-ins do happen, but if it's man-made and it was architected correctly, then it shouldn't be caving in just without any reason. It's either foul play or it's some sort of natural occurrence that caused it. But we would have taken that into account.
They look kind of not puzzled, but they're definitely thinking about things. The lesser one, or the one that doesn't seem to be in charge at least, kind of has a little aha moment and says, "Well, you know, now that you mention it, a lot of the guardsmen around that area did seem a little bit off. I'd never heard of their division. It seems like I mean, I know that there's plenty of different guardsmen groups all throughout the woods here, but I don't feel like I've ever seen any of them in the city." The other one looks and says, "Oh, nonsense. I'm sure that they were just doing their job. Now it sounds like you're the one that's superstitious here."
Could be paranoid, but you also could be onto something. There could be imposters in the guard. Who knows?
"I hope not." They kind of look at you and say, "Hey, well, look, we're on our post. We're not really supposed to leave the city, but you seem to be an adventurer of some sort. Would you be interested in checking out Granite Pass?
I would be.
I'm sure we could scrounge up some coin between the two of us." And they kind of look at each other, and nod. "I'm sure we could give a reward if you guys could, hopefully at least figure out what's caused the cave-in. I'm just convinced that it's not a person."
Party. Yeah, I can bring it up with my party and see if we can get over there. Yeah, and investigate.
All right.
Absolutely.
They kind of look around at each other and say, well, how much you got? Well, I've got like, see, I got about 220 I could probably give away. That should be good enough. How's 220 sound? Gold pieces.
What is my haggling?
You can do some persuasion there.
Persuasion? Well, it seems like a really dangerous job, and
You know what? He's right. It is a pretty dangerous job, and if we're not here, and if those people are imposter guards, well, how about 300?
how about 200 now and 300 later?
Wow.
You're going to bleed me dry. How about 200 now and 100 later? That's 300 total.
How about 200 now and 200 later?
They look at each other. They're thinking, what the heck? It is dangerous. You would be doing something for us. Sure. Call it a deal.
Sure.
The green one goes to shake your hand.
And I shake it. There we go.
Well, we should be here every few days at the tavern. If we're not here, just go ask Yenna where we are, because we'll let her know whenever whenever we're heading out. So if you just meet us back here, we can pay you back with the rest of the money. And the other one tosses you. He's kind of, as the other one's been talking, he's been counting out coins, and has a little coin purse, and he tosses the coin purse towards you.
Thanks. You won't regret it.
I sure hope not.
Cue the Arrested Development narrator. Would.
Or like the Always Sunny intro.
The gang steals 200 gold.
It never returns. All right, how about you, Edhara?
First of all, I'm very impressed by Gronson, like, getting that bag.
Get that.
I'm gonna look at the dude, this individual next to me, and I'm gonna ask them, pardon, I'm fairly new to the city. What do you folks do for fun around here?
Yeah. I
no.
don't know. What are you doing around here? And he looks angry at you. Angrily at you.
My apologies. I did not mean to offend.
Yenna looks at you from across the bar and says, "Pay no mind to him. He's been like this for the last few days."
Well, typically in my line of work, I've learned that if someone is perhaps spending a lot of time drinking or burying their sorrows in some form of self-medication, then there's some sort of problem that's not being taken care of. And,
Sorrows?
sir, I would just like to know.
You're sorry.
Maybe like what's your problem? What's wrong? What's wrong in life? Tell me. Tell Edhara what's up.
You didn't hear anything about my brother?
No. Who's your brother? Like I said, I'm new in town.
Ugh. I need a drink. My brother Findril, he was supposed to be married 5 days ago.
Oh.
Nothing.
Well.
Nothing. They're all gone. I knew it too. Doesn't matter anyways. Will be nothing anyways.
Well, look, I mean, maybe something went wrong. Look, my question is, like, I get being upset for your brother's marriage kind of like falling through, but I don't see why that's driving you to spend multiple days in a bar just
You
drinking
don't
yourself
get it.
silly.
You don't
No,
get
I
it.
don't.
It's the money.
Please explain. The money.
It's the money. It's always the money.
Oh, is she rich?
Yes, of course. And that was
Oh.
the final piece. It was the final piece. We made a deal. We made a deal with the Duke of Kavaskar, and he lied to us.
Well,
And now we're nothing.
maybe it's not a lie. Maybe it's just something may have happened. Look, first of all, sir, I really don't think that you should be using your brother's success and happiness as a measure of your own self-worth. Perhaps you should try and do something in your own life to kind of make things better.
He's given some real life advice. Yeah. He's kind of shrugs it off and says, "You just don't get it. It's all the money."
Yes, well, material things do tend to cause a lot of troubles. But tell you what, sir, since it doesn't seem like maybe you're completely receptive to this advice that I'm going to give you, let me just buy you what do we have on tap here at Harlix's menu?
Yenna looks towards you and is doing like the cut it out face, like, no, please no.
Let me just buy you a nice meal so you can like get a little bit of meat on those bones, and I'll buy him a meat and cheese meal.
He grunts, but he's not gonna deny it.
Yeah, I don't maybe want to give him more alcohol, but maybe something to help him sober up. And I will also tell Yenna that I would. I'll also tell Yenna that I'm gonna pay for a room for myself.
Okay. She, when you say that, she kind of looks at you and says, "Which kind of room? Would you like the regular one or something nicer?" Okay.
Just the single. I don't need too terribly much.
Sounds good. Yeah. So that's 1 gold piece. Actually, let's see. You've bought a couple of things. So
I've spent a total of 2 gold and 5 silver. I've kept track.
Okay. Perfect. Sweet. Great move. All right. Cool.
And Edhara will like after finishing his meal will kind of go sit at a table. Doesn't want to necessarily be next to this drunk man anymore.
Yeah, that's fair. He's definitely a happy drunk, as you can see.
Oh yeah, very.
All right, we'll jump to Kirpan then. All right, so as yeah. As Kala has brought you into the house, you see it's nothing special. It's just kind of a typical home. There is a bedridden young lady in the corner, and she seems like too weak to really physically even get up. She can't do much. She seems to be conscious, but you can't really tell. As you come in, Kala says, please come in. Feel free to take a seat anywhere. And she goes ahead and starts to open her backpack and take a few of the apothecary things that she had purchased from Garala's, and she begins to kind of prepare the medicine on a table. So I don't know much about you. Where are you from? What has you over here? I haven't seen you in Cimarron in a long time, or ever, to be honest.
Kirpan, are you speaking or am I speaking?
I'm from the seas. That's why you wouldn't see me here.
And I am from the woods. And I was lost in the woods for a very, very long time.
In the woods, north of here, west of here, south?
That's a great question. Next question. The woods.
Okay. So any of them.
I mean, I could probably recognize a few trees.
What the sapping tree? You recognize that?
I don't know. No tree I met ever said they were named the sapping tree.
She looks around and says, "Well, I would guess the forests south of here. There's some wooded areas to the north, but most of it's farms. So I assume you're down in the south, I guess. And you said you're from the sea. Uh, how did you get here then?
He walked.
There's no
Yeah.
ports nearby, so I suppose you had to walk quite a way."
I feel bad.
Yeah. They finally caught up to me. They took me ship. I had to scurry away like the lizard I
see.
am.
Well, what has you doing business in Cimarron?
We are adventurers.
Yeah, we had to bring back some girl dead or alive.
We did. We rescued a girl from a library.
Well, I hope you brought her back alive, in
We did.
contrast to my husband, who is dead.
We brought back her and the Lasagna Codex.
I don't know what that is, but I'm sure it's important.
It's a fancy book.
Well,
I'm
here,
going to try and heal your daughter now before you waste your medicine.
okay, that would be marvelous. Go ahead and work your magic.
I want to do the help action on the Orbo.
I don't think
Alright.
this needs advantage. I'm just lesser restoring.
Well, if it can get advantage, it does.
I don't know why there's a spell save DC. I don't think the disease makes a saving throw.
It
Either
does.
one.
It does. It's COVID.
You
It
have a
has
character.
advantage on these saving throws.
You definitely have a
I see.
character sheet for the whole disease, right?
It's like Osmosis Jones. Side quest.
Yeah, where's your helping rolls?
Oh, I have to roll to help?
Yeah, man. If you're gonna help him,
He does the Rob Schneider thing.
there we go. All right. So as you cast Lesser Restoration and Kirpan, as you kind of help deal with all of the other medicinal needs, the young lady seems to kind of wake even more so. Even though you couldn't really tell she was conscious or not, she was definitely like not really aware of anything. But she now is like able to kind of sit up and looks around and says, "You who are you and what are you doing here?"
It's a funny story. Sure, that's a
she looks confused. Says, "What's so funny?"
Your dad sent us.
Oh, good. I assume that you got the medicine I need, or maybe even better, did you find what he was looking for?
No and no. I think. Well, I don't know. We may have just cured you. I'm kind of. Jury's still out?
Yeah, jury is still out.
I mean, technically, your dad may have found the cure. Or I guess the cure found him.
The cure found him?
Me. I found your dad. And my friend Kirpan here also found your dad.
I see.
Give Kirpan a thumbs up. Like,
is he-
I got it.
is he coming back soon?
That one.
No.
I love everyone's like hesitation there.
As a matter of fact, I'm not confident he's coming back.
Yeah, he went on a long journey far away.
She seems very, very like even more so confused than she has been already.
Yeah,
What you mean that he left? Why would he go permanently? He knows I need medicine. He knows what he's looking for, and I can only hope that would require him to come back to perform the same thing on me.
he was a brave guard. Duty calls.
Your
She
dad's dead.
okay. I was about to say she's about to find out. She's like downtrodden but not surprised. Says,
I like it, even like this 5-year-old knows her dad's a loser.
says, I had a,
We all expected it.
I had a feeling that that's what you were here to say. I guess I don't have much time myself either. Then, but
Yes,
I
you
do thank you for the temporary well-being.
You listen up, little girl. I'm a druid, and eventually, if that didn't cure you, my magic will get better. I'm gonna cure you.
She says, "You know I have Tamsilrod, right?
I
That's
don't
not
know
something
what
that
the
you can
word
just."
means, so I will not bow to it.
We just gotta find that root.
Silk root, yes. But the thing is, the amount of silk root that I would need to actually, permanently heal me would be an unbelievable amount. See, that's why my dad left. Don't tell my mother this. It would break her heart, but he was looking for something a little different, a little more, well, a little less tangible, a little less real, but I believe it's real. So he went to search. You see, I'm sure you've heard the story. The sapping tree, the crazed mage that decided to lose his mind over living forever. I don't think it's all a fairy tale. I think it's a bit real.
He be talking about Abizul.
Yes. So you have heard the story.
I'm wearing his T-shirt right now.
I'm wearing your dad's clothes.
Are you actually telling her that? Because
Yeah.
I feel like this is the Three Stooges.
yeah, this is
I'm wearing his hat, but I'm not telling her.
yeah, this is particularly bad.
Look, I didn't tell her you threw her his head into the garbage.
After he said bring it back.
Well, we
Yeah.
didn't tell her you said that either.
Well, I guess he really only said that to Kirpan, so I guess that died with Kirpan. Yeah, she seems shocked and says, "So it is real. Well, then perhaps you could find him. Perhaps you already know where he is."
No.
Oh, well,
But we're gonna find him. And little girl, we're gonna keep you alive.
this silk root, and I'm sure that this restoration as well, will give me a couple more weeks of living, I'm sure. I haven't gotten complete soul rot yet. I can only hope that you can find what my father couldn't.
Or I get to like level 6 or whatever and get greater restoration.
There you go. Super heal her.
Yeah.
This is the real plan all along. Is every week you go back to Cimarron and run and cast lesser restoration and then leave.
Yeah. You say like that's a bad plan, but that can
It's
definitely
not bad.
stall.
It's not bad. Yeah, that would
Little
work.
girl's mom, how much is weasel root or whatever?
Well, silk root medicine is, when I got it earlier today, it was 50 gold pieces, but I don't have a job, and with my husband dead, and we're not
Ma'am.
going to get money from the guard anymore. I don't know how I would pay for something like that.
Ma'am, I have an idea. Will you allow me to sleep in front of your door outside? Because I will pay you 50 gold every time I come back to town if you will let me sleep outside your door.
I mean, you can sleep in here. I'm sure I have an extra
That's
bed.
very complicated, and honestly, roofs scare me.
Sure. She's like very confused.
I slammed 50 gold on the table.
I mean, I guess you have yourself a deal then. But
Nice to meet you, neighbor.
what's in it for
My
you?
name's Good Deeds, because I'm a hero. My name's Orbo Whipperwoods, and I ghost ride the Whipperwoods. And I leave.
She's puzzled, but grateful.
I go sit outside the door and fall asleep.
Aye, that robot's a strange one.
I see you have odd company, but helpful nevertheless.
Aye.
and you. I guess what
I sleep in bed. Mind if I spend the night here?
well, with all that you've done to help so far, sure. And I do thank you for letting me know about my husband's untimely end.
Yeah, you seem like a crazy one there at the end.
We knocked the crazy right out.
Yeah.
From what it looked like.
It's a good thing I'm not inside anymore.
All right, I'm gonna swap to Gronson and Edhara. So we'll go with
We're gonna
Gronson
help
first. Here.
crazy your group so hard.
Oh man, Orbo's asking to sleep near children again. Yeah, stranger danger. I'm sorry, Orbo, but you're gonna have to sleep on the other side of the house.
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding. All right, Gronson, what's up with you?
Well, it's getting late, and I need to bed down for the night as well. So I might as well go to the innkeep and say, well, I'll finish off and pay my one gold.
Yeah, for the one room.
One room
Okay.
is fine for me.
She takes your gold piece, kind of puts it in her pocket in the front, and says, "All right," and turns around, hands a key to you, and says, "It's second door on the left."
Thank you so much. And I move on up.
All right.
Moving on.
How about you, Edhara? Dun, dun, dun.
Just realized I was muted.
That's fine.
Yeah, Edhara's gonna probably also go
Retire
to
for the
bed.
night.
Yeah, he's not looking forward to maybe having any other conversations tonight.
That's fair. All right. So then, I think that's everyone sleeping, right? So
Yeah.
we will
So-
retire for the
Yeah.
night, and we will fast forward to the morning.
One long rest
Yeah.
later.
The girl is now fully grown and cured of her disease.
Yeah. When you wake in the
It's a
morning,
miracle!
the
It's been
entire city
years.
is on fire. No.
Oh
Oh
no!
man, I'm coming!
All
Oh,
right. So let's see. The bar should be a little less populated. Okay, cool.
Is our man Flynn still there? Oh, Finn.
Yeah, Finn
Yep,
is
looks like it.
absolutely still there and passed
Oh,
out
Finn.
on the floor.
Ah, Finn, my guy.
Drunk and stupor.
Oh, Finn.
All right, so fast forward to the morning. As the morning begins and the happiness and hustle bustle of the town starts. Detect poison and disease.
Oh, I didn't mean to click that.
Oh, okay. I was like,
Those are
yes,
poison
Finn is
pounds.
intoxicated. If that's what you're looking for.
No, I was scrolling through my spells and I accidentally clicked one.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. So the hustle and bustle begins. People are moving back and forth. Oh, whoops. Let me move a few more. One sec.
I adopted a family. What did you guys do today?
All right. Yeah. So in the as the morning comes, I guess mostly Orbo would probably be the first to wake as people are kind of walking in and out of the West District. You see a couple of people pulling and pushing carts with different goods and foods and things like that. You also see some people on their kind of daily commute to work or to whatever they're doing. Who knows? You're a robot.
The old 9 to 5. I feel that.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I'll kind of. Well, I guess for Edhara and Gronson, you've had a good night's sleep. As you walk down into the tavern once more, you notice that the knights have left, and but everyone else seems to still be there. Anthus or Annie, the guy that you were speaking to last night, he seems to not be here, but he could just be in his room or sleeping. You see Finn passed out in a drunken stupor on the floor, lying on the ground. Yenna is cleaning up from kind of the previous night's whatever tenants were there, and you still do notice that there is the older man crazily scribbling on paper still. It almost looks like he hasn't slept. Maybe he was there all night. There's a fully burnt candle wick with like the wick clear and gone next to him. So it looks like he had stayed there all night. The bard that was in the corner seems to be eating breakfast, the typical cheese and meat that the bar sells. And I'll leave that to Gronson and Edhara. What would you like to do here?
Edhara, fancy some breakfast? This one's on me.
Oh, I appreciate it, Gronson. I'd love that.
All right. I'll go up to here. 2 breakfasts.
Of course. This time you're met with an older lady. She looks similar to Yenna, but much more grizzled. She kind of walks to the back and disappears behind the swinging doors.
All right. And that was 5 apiece, right?
Yeah, one gold piece in total.
Got it.
Right? 10 silver is 1
10
gold?
silver, 1 gold.
Yeah. So yeah, 1 gold piece total. Anything else you would like to do while here?
I'll go try and talk to this dude scribbling in the corner over here. This historian guy, that's the guy who's scribbling?
No, that's the bard in the corner eating here.
That's
Oh.
The man that's like feverishly scribbling is Vance. Yeah.
Vance. Okay, I'll go down to Vance while I'm waiting for Gronson to grab us some food, and I'll say, "Hail, sir.
He looks
mind
up and
if
he
I
says,
ask what you're working on?"
No time. There's I've got lots to write down, okay? And I don't have time for chit chat.
No problem. Okay. Well, if you need any help, I'm sort of I guess you could call me a life coach at this point. If you need some assistance in anything, just let me know. My name's Edhara, and I'll kind of wave goodbye to him and go take a seat at a different table.
He nods for a second and says, Wait, come back.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Come on, man.
You said you can help.
I can certainly try.
Get paid up front.
I have some. He kind of like shuffles nervously around in his pockets. Says, I've got an amulet here. Here, it's all yours, and tosses it to you and immediately. Says,
Okay, great.
look, if you can make out exactly what's going on here, it would save me a lot of time and trouble. I'm from north of Kavaskar. I came into the town to do some studying. You see, I've been in the town for quite a long time and never seen anything like this. There's these giant yellow ball things, giant orbs. They're like planets, except they're on the ground, and I don't know. I have a bad feeling about it, and it's right in the middle of my farms. I own many farms north of Kavaskar, and this is really doing a number on my business. I thought maybe I could, have a little tourism set up, but the people that go there don't come back, and, well, I need money, so...
Oh, well, that's not good for business, my guy.
Exactly, it's terrible for business.
I would be glad to see what I could do to help you.
I know it's quite a few days from here, but...
No problem.
Count this as a down payment.
Luckily for you, I'm part of an adventuring party, so hopefully my companions and I can see what we can do about your situation.
Sounds wonderful. In the meantime, I'm going to continue studying this. I'm sure I'm just on the brink of something great.
Yeah, sure you are. I want to look at this amulet.
All right. You look at it. No, I'm just kidding.
Cool.
All right, so the amulet has like a little feather etching on it. It's like very intricate, very well designed, and it does kind of glisten and glimmer as you move it, with like a pearlescent blue kind of color. But the rest of the amulet is gold, so it seems kind of uncharacteristic of it for it to be
Interesting.
kind of bluish tinted, because it should be kind of like an orangish yellow, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what you see here, and
Okay.
it feels like very light to the touch.
Then while Gronson and I are eating / waiting on breakfast, I'm gonna ritual cast detect magic
All right.
on the thing.
Since the presence of magic within 30 feet of you, you can use your action to see if they are visible. Okay, I don't know what school it would be, but I believe it would be. Hold on. What are the schools? I need them. I don't know them off the top of my head.
Abjuration, conjuration, evocation, enchantment, divination, necromancy, transmutation.
I believe it is going to be transmutation.
Okay. Interesting.
Hold on, let me check. Yeah, it's transmutation. And it is definitely, your amulet is definitely enchanted.
Cool. I put it in my pocket. If it's transmutation, I don't necessarily want to put it on yet, because who knows what could happen.
All right. You now have the feather amulet in your pocket.
Cool.
All right. Is there any last things you would like to do in the tavern before I swap over to, or I guess I'll call it quits in a second, and we'll let you guys kind of decide what to do next after that.
No, I'm good.
Okay. Well, cool.
Once I get breakfast, we're good.
Eating.
Kirpan, is there anything you want to do kind of waking up? Or I guess Kirpan and Orbo?
Nah.
Okay.
I tell my adopted humans that I'll be back with more money once I do more adventure.
I won't be back with Silk Root.
You'll be back with Silk Root? All right.
And then I go to see if my party is dead or alive in that bar I saw them go into.
All right, Kirpan, can you make a Constitution save?
Oh no, you caught disease.
Okay. You hear a whispering sound. It seems to come like from your arm, but you can't tell where or why. And it says, "You didn't follow me. You didn't follow the promise that I made. You must go back."
Ooh, you in trouble for throwing the skull in the garbage.
Man, I'm gonna use you to kill my enemies.
He says to his arm.
Shut up, arm. You don't run this show.
Yeah. All right.
Apple.
That's all. There's no other voice after that. Just kind of the haunting seems to go, and that was it. All right. Well, we'll call it quits here. On the next step, we can kind of figure out where you guys want to go next. Or I guess in between the sessions, you can kind of pick where you want to go next, and we can go from there.
So our options are find corrupt guard or investigate yellow balls.
There's a couple of different things. So
or the Whipperwoods, but.
Well,
go ahead.
And there's definitely the pass.
We got a lot of choices.
Yeah, there's plenty of things for you guys to pick through. So,
are these all in rumors, or are they just going to be?
Some of them are in rumors, some of them are not. I will add them over the week and with a little bit more information, so that you guys can kind of make a better decision.
Okay.
Well, cool. I will go ahead and finish things up. So, yeah, let's do that. So the shout outs for the day, of course, are Roll20, as always, because that's what we use. And it's better than bad, it's good. For our music, we didn't have any music, so I'm skipping that today. But usually we'll use Tabletop and Incompetech. Battle map and world map assets are from 2 Minute Tabletop. Some cool stuff, check it out. All of our items, armor, emblems, factions, cults, all that kind of stuff is gameicons.net, and the rest of the artwork is in the description below. You can keep in touch with us by joining our Discord. We stream every Monday at 7, and if you don't show up, that sucks for you. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next
Smash that like button.
Smash the subscribe button. Give us some bits.
Hit like now. Give us some
So,
bits.
Remember to like and follow.
See you
Go to
later.
our YouTube.
And rate the video 5
Go
stars.
watch Wizard Yin Sin Sonic ASMR
No.
Pizza.
No.